Hey guys, it's Kyle with Blue Ridge Firewood. Welcome back to the channel. Today we rented a Kubota KX033-4. While we're here today, we're going to go through and buck up all of the logs that we have here in the yard and go through and sort some of the logs that are already cut. We might also get into some splitting here today, but without further ado, let's get to it. All right guys, so Luke's gonna be in the Kubota here. He'll be bringing me logs while I'm over here bucking up the logs. So Luke's gonna work the pile back here. I'll move the camera around, show you all the pile that we're gonna be working at. Right there. So we're gonna try to get all this bucked up and sorted today. And if we get to it, we actually have a little bit more wood down here from the last dump trailer load that I brought in. Like we said earlier, I'm gonna be running the 500i and whatnot. Alright guys, so every time I go to mark out the piece of wood, I bought the AccuMark from a company, or I bought the AccuMark from AccuMark, and that allows me to clip it onto the side of the bar with a magnet here, and then everything is cut consistently 16 inches from the bar. So far you can hear Luke really loves to beep the horn in the machine. It's one thing that we both have found that we don't like so much about the Kubota setup. The horn is on the right stick on this one, and it just gets in the way whenever you're trying to use the thumb a little bit. Also, previously we were ripping out some stumps and everything, so we got to test out the power of the machine a little bit more. It's not terrible for doing what we're doing now, but when we were pulling out the stumps, we did notice it is a little bit underpowered. Some of these stumps were pretty small that we were trying to dig out here, so Luke's just working over some of the rounds that I had already cut up and are getting ready to be split. And he's also trying to maneuver some of the bigger rounds from this ash tree. It's just a little bit out of his reach, but he's going to try to curl it back in here and get the log flipped back to him. For some of these logs, it is a little bit light, and when he's fully sticked out like that, it just struggles to pick them up, and that's okay. The machine's not rated to pick up some of these logs necessarily, so we really are putting it to more of an extreme test. When he gets this piece out of here, you guys will understand a little bit more how actually big this log itself is. So I'm going to guess that that log is somewhere around 16 feet. When I have our logging company cutting firewood for us out of the log yard, I always request it to be in either 8-foot or 16-foot lengths so we can try to fill the trailer as efficiently as possible. There you guys have it. Luke got it up and got it out of the pile. As you've seen in the video today, we got to use the KX033-4 Mini Excavator. We had some pros and cons about it today. We used it for more than just firewood. We did a little bit of work over at Luke's house on an embankment. We pulled out some stumps here in the wood yard, and then ultimately we finished up with the firewood. So a bunch of the pros here are going to be in the firewood yard. It does great for what we need it. There wasn't really a log that it couldn't pick up or that it couldn't handle. Some of those logs are 16 feet long oak logs, so they're pretty heavy. Another pro to it is when Luke's in there operating it,
he can pick up the piece of wood and keep it at, you know, chest height for me, so I don't have to bend over. And as everybody knows, it's gonna be hard on your back if you keep doing this bent over. So that was a really big pro for me. I think we went through all of this firewood pretty quick, so I would say that it made the efficiency a little bit better, but it would definitely take 2 guys to be efficient with the Kubota. Some of the cons that I had with it was it does seem to be a little bit underpowered. When we were removing the stumps today, there was a few small stumps that were not buried very deeply, but the tap roots still held them in place, and the machine was struggling to get those loose. And I'm sure you're going to notice this in the video. The horn button is in a terrible location on this machine. As you're operating the thumb, it is right at your pointer finger, so you are constantly hitting it. Leave me a comment below and let me know how many times Luke hit the horn while we were doing these videos here today. But again, I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel for more. Have a good day, guys.